The hospital were great, but the therapy was limited. I had a couple of physio sessions and an occupational therapist and a neuro specialist who assessed me. And then I was then referred to the local area Enfield stroke team, and they came in a few times. And then we were told about N-ROL and the idea of online therapy. Yeah, so there was a communication group, there was the mood group, the cognitive group, physical group, the 2 or 3 meet the doctor sessions.
It was a call prior to every session, reminding Bernie to log on.
The first time I found it quite difficult to contribute very much, and I was a bit nervous about it and not knowing quite how it would work. So I got involved with the physical sessions with Ben fairly early on. I knew it was called Physical 3, but I didn't quite know why. I discovered later on that was kind of the highest level. But because I was having problems with my shoulder as well, Ben then did a one-to-one session with me to try and help with that. He was always very cognizant of the different people that were involved and the challenges that each person had. He obviously knew the story about everybody, and so he talked to you kind of directly, made you feel better as well, I think.
They knew who you are, what your needs are, and they provided therapy sessions according to your needs, because everything that you had was not a waste of time. It was a wraparound care.
You weren't on your own, and there were other people. And actually, I sometimes feel a bit guilty about saying this, but on a number of the calls, I felt, well, there are people worse off than me.
I was so desperate for some help because my husband was discharged so early. I need practical help. My husband can't dress himself. My husband can't shower himself. I'm having to do it all me, you know. I had access to ask the doctor in those early days. A lot of things were happening that I was unsure of. And so I was able to ask the doctor sessions. Then it was suggested to me that I should join the carers cafe. That was with Catherine and 4 other carers. And it was nice to see, that share that perspective and how the stroke and the continued, sort of living with a stroke. It was the best thing that could have happened.
When we knew it was starting to wind down, some of us, particularly on the communications group, said we'd like to keep this going. We subsequently set up our own little Zoom group. We now meet every Thursday evening, about 7 or 8 of us now. Mainly just to talk, but we do kind of reflect back on some of the N-ROL stuff, particularly the physical side. N-ROL as an overall package was incredibly helpful, really good for all of us who are part of it. It helped enormously moving my recovery forward. So, and I can't speak highly enough of all the people that were involved in it.
I feel because of COVID, if it wasn't for N-ROL, we would have been abandoned, literally. This remarkable recovery would not have happened without N-ROL. It saved our life. It saved my mental state, my well-being. It saved me. It saved us.
So it was a truly wonderful program, and we're very, very grateful to both the N-ROL team and to SameYou for sponsoring the program. So.
Definitely.